African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 29th of June, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to carry out the special military operation. The units of the North Group of Forces have defeated manpower and hardware of 42nd and 57th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and the 105th Territorial Defense Brigade close to Neskechnoye, Volchansk, and Lipsy, Kharkov region. The enemy losses were up to 270 servicemen, 1 tank, 4 motor vehicles, 1 155mm US-made M109 Paladin howitzer, 1 152mm 2A65 Mstabi howitzer, and 3 122mm D30 howitzers. The units of the West Group of Forces have taken more advantageous positions and also defeated formations of 1st, 14th, 63rd, 116th Mechanized, 4th Tank Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 112th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 1st Brigade of the National Guard close to Petropavlovka, Simkovka, and Berestovoy, Kharkov region, Chervenaya Dybrova, and Stelmakovka, Lugansk People's Republic. In addition, 2 counterattacks by the 3rd Assault Brigade have been repelled. The armed forces of Ukraine losses were over 500 servicemen, 1 infantry fighting vehicle, 3 motor vehicles, 1 155mm US-made M198 howitzer, 1 122mm 2S1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system, and 1 122mm D30 howitzer. 2 Armed Forces of Ukraine artillery ammunition depots and 1 US-made and /TPQ-50 counter-battery radar station have been destroyed. The units of the Southern Group of Forces have improved their position along the front line and defeated manpower and hardware of the 56th Motor Infantry Brigade, the 72nd Mechanized Brigade, and the 214th Opfer Battalion of the Armed Forces of Ukraine close to Zeleznyanskoye, Grigorovka, Chasiv Yar, Kalinino, and Konstantinovka. 1 counterattack by the 10th Mountain Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine has been also repelled. The enemy losses were more than 430 troops, 3 armored fighting vehicles, and 8 motor vehicles. In the course of counter-battery warfare, 2 U.ESTA made 155mm M777 howitzers, 1 Polish-made 155mm Krab self-propelled artillery system, 3 152mm D20 guns, 1 122mm D30 howitzer, 1 UK-made 105mm L119 howitzer, 1 122mm Grad MLRS combat vehicle, 1 U.S. made and /TPQ-50 counter-battery warfare radar station, and 2 electronic warfare stations have been destroyed. In addition, 5 Armed Forces of Ukraine field ammunition depots have been destroyed. The units of the Center Group of Forces have liberated Shumy, Donetsk People's Republic, improved their tactical position and defeated formations of the 41st Mechanized Brigade and the 109th Territorial Defense Brigade close to Kirovo, Leninskoye, Sokol, Novgorodskoye, and Novosielovka Perveya, Donetsk People's Republic. 6 counterattacks by assault detachments of 47th Mechanized, 142nd Infantry, and 68th Jaeger Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine have been repelled during the day. The enemy losses were up to 360 servicemen, 2 armored fighting vehicles, 1 motor vehicle, 1 152mm D20 howitzer, 2 122mm D30 howitzers, 1 US-made 105mm M119 gun, and 1 100mm MT-12 Raptor anti-tank gun. The units of the Vostok Group of Forces have taken more advantageous lines and defeated manpower and hardware of the 58th Armed Forces of Ukraine Motor Infantry Brigade, and the 102nd Territorial Defense Brigade near Urozhanoye, Donetsk People's Republic, and Kultanoye, Zaporizhzhia region. In addition, 2 counterattacks by units of the enemy 72nd Motorized Infantry Brigade have been repelled. The armed forces of Ukraine losses were up to 135 servicemen, 5 motor vehicles, 1 UK-made 155mm FH-70 howitzer, 1 152mm 2A-65 MSTB howitzer, 1 122mm 2S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system, 1 122mm Grad MLRS combat vehicle, and 1 100mm MT-12 Raptor anti-tank gun. 1 Anklavin electronic warfare station has been also destroyed. The units of the Dnieper Group of Forces have defeated 65th Mechanized and 128th Mountain Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 35th Marin Brigade and the 15th National Guard Brigade near Pyatikaki, Rabatino, Malaya Tokmachka, Zaporizhzhia region, and Novotyajinka, Kherson region. The armed forces of Ukraine losses were up to 100 servicemen, 6 motor vehicles, 1 US-made 155mm M777 howitzer, 1 152mm D-20 gun, and 1 122mm 2S-1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system. 1 Armed Forces of Ukraine field ammunition depot has been also destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile troops, and artillery of the Russian groups of forces have destroyed the enemy division's control center, 1 illumination and guidance radar, 1 low-altitude detector, and 2 S-300PS anti-aircraft missile system launchers. In addition, enemy manpower and military hardware clusters have been hit in 119 areas. Air defense facilities have shot down 1 MiG-29 aircraft of the Ukrainian Air Force, 119 unmanned aerial vehicles, 5 US-made Adams operational tactical missiles, and 10 US-made HIMARS rockets. In total, 616 airplanes and 276 helicopters, 26,896 unmanned aerial vehicles, 535 air defense missile systems, 16,453 tanks and other armored fighting vehicles, 1,359 combat vehicles equipped with MLRS, 11,060 field artillery guns and mortars, as well as 23,076 units of special military equipment have been destroyed during the special military operation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.